There we go. All right. Had to turn down. Ooh, that's loud. All right, so hopefully this morning's trading is a lot better than what yesterday had to offer. So, but once again, it's the same scenario where we had tons of news from overnight. Not overnight, but a bunch of movement from overnight. And I think since we have FOMC tomorrow, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. I'm hoping we can find maybe one good trade on the our fast track accounts the morning. So right now everything's moving up in a nice little trend for entry. I mean, if this was middle morning, this would be an awesome trend level here where we can pull back into this level here for long. So right. Yeah, I think yesterday we didn't really get any good movements till after lunch. You know, that's what I was talking about yesterday. Whenever yesterday morning started out the way, I said more likely you'll have to wait till after lunchtime. I guess because, you know, whatever's going on in the Middle East, there was some pretty crazy movement yesterday at their open. I think we had like 100-point 1 minute candle here. So all right, so we got the low. London lows are going to be about the 940s. About this area here. All right. We will check out the 1 hour chart. Ooh, look at all these lines on the 1 hour chart here. Looks like we filled in this. This was the gap we filled in yesterday. And that was after lunch. So it looks like we cleared out this gap too. Kind of, that's at our highs. So if we can get above that 100, I feel like we definitely could run the highs up there from yesterday at the 250s. So we'll definitely mark this. Ooh, that was a nice. Look at this nice little entry here. That was like the almost perfect setup there for move higher. It just sucks that we're getting this pre-market and not, you know, not after the fact. Oh, goodness. Oh. So I'm hoping for good movement today. Then tomorrow for FOMC evening, that the market may be a little slow tomorrow morning. What do we got? Got 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute. Ding, 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 ding. The bell is ringing. The market had to. I'm pretty sure we're going to fill in this gap because this is a 1 hour fair value gap that we're filling in. Got to be pushing pre-market, man. Wow, look at us tap the top of that one fair. Man, those 1 hour fair value gaps are like money sometimes. Or imbalanced gaps, whatever you want to call them. All right, here we go. Let's see if I like to see us pull all the way back to this pivot or even the 200. Struggling to push on down. There we go. Like to find some support at this pivot, this 50 or even this 200 for to move back up. All right, getting through the 50. could we go? Wow, we bounced right off that 200. Nice. Waiting for us to see if we get above this fair value gap here at the 110s. I should have marked the bottom of that gap out, but I didn't. Dang it. Let's see. Let me see where that level's at real quick. I got hour chart over here. 31s. Wait. 0.31? So we're just stuck in between this big 1 hour gap here. Just be careful if we get below this 200 here. Sometimes those are like fake breakouts below those 200s. Not always, but is our 5-minute candle. I like to see a print above this level here. just kind of stuck there. That's the top. That's the top of that fair value gap there. Good thing we waited. We were just waiting for a print above this level here. Man. Did not get what we were looking for. Just kind of curious if this 5 minutes going to hold too. We got the 5 minute opening here. Hopefully eventually the ES and NASDAQ can kind of get on the same direction here. Man, another tough morning, guys. Another tough morning. Man, we move up all night, and as soon as New York opens, we go just sideways. Yes, is looking a little bullish over here. See if we. Thought we could get the push up there. Why not? Why not? We'll give her one more try. This is a not eval too, guys. Yeah. Didn't get the full amount. Let's see what happens we get above this 5 minute here. This is kind of where I want to see us to print above. And we just cannot get above this 1 hour gap here. Ooh, man. It's rough, rough, guys. It's just that ES and NASDAQ are just off a little bit. So, all right, let's see what happens. We're back at this 1 hour fair value gap again. But it's just these 1 minute candles are just brutal. The stop losses are massive. Look at this. Oh my goodness, the ES. ES is getting to that opening range low and just selling back off like 5 or 6 points. So all right, so our 15-minute gaps here. Wow, that's a little 15-minute gap, guys. Only about 45 points, which is pretty small. Oh, goodness. Woo. So we've tried the breakout twice this morning, and that's a no-go. As right now, this is definitely a eval Tuesday once again. Man, everything's been such fake little breakouts that it makes you nervous just trying to jump in these long. Everything's been just a fake out to the top side. In a minute, we're just going to get a waterfall or a rocket to the upside, then you're not going to be able to catch it. There's no way Papa Powell wants you to have a good Tuesday when he's speaking tomorrow. I mean, look how big this candle is. Your stop loss have to be all the way to 85. That's what makes these so tough to enter. Kind of waiting for us to get above this 1 hour fair value gap. Then maybe we can look for a long off of it. Let's see. For some reason, my YouTube's not capturing my text. Oh. I don't know why it does that. Anytime I start a stream early, it does that sometimes. Sorry about that, guys. I guess my chat's not working properly this morning. Good morning, Fish Lips. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Ponzi. Good morning, Hanson. Sorry about that. All right, we're back above this gap here. Oh, come on, let's stay above this 1 hour gap here. We're above the 1 hour gap. We're trying to break out of the 15-minute. Let's see. Wanted to be in that a little sooner, but I just wanted to make sure we print. I'm getting it at about 5 points. I want to see it continue. So I want to. All right, free trade. If anything, we'll wait for a pullback and grab another entry here. 136 short. All right. Unfortunately, we were only able to end up with like 60 bucks profit because we took that little loss this morning. I'm going to lower my risk down to 5 micros and see if I like to see us maybe get a retest of this. The 15 minutes. Or can we go all the way up to the 90s? Dang. Fish slips with the 36 short. I jumped in this based off on what the ES is doing at the 73 level. I'm hoping it stays above the 73. And continue pushing. Because right now the ES is trying to break out of its 15-minute range. All right. Take some risk off of here because I have too much risk. Yes, it's still above the 15 minutes, so I think we're still good. Come on, keep it going, ES. Come on. Yeah, I was trying to reach these is it overnight highs or from yesterday? Okay, so these are from yesterday. They squeezed. Probably have to end up getting this pullback back into this 9 or 20. I mean, that's really the only next possible here. So basically, you're looking at about 30 points above the 15 minutes. Usually, you get about 30, 40 points, and you got to get a pullback. Nice. Woo! Got that little nice, nice, nice. Ooh, a nice little $200 trade on the fast track funded account here. So pushed us up to 805. Nice. Nice pullback. I was kind of basing that off the ES2. This is our 15-minute opening range on the ES. Once I saw that holding, I figured we would probably start trying to push again. Man. The only thing that sucks is I wish I would have gave myself a little bit more stop loss, but I was thinking we might have to pull back into this area. Wow. So I think we're going to switch over to Bewley the rest of this morning and try to trade some of those 90% evals. So, I mean, some of the charts are probably going to stop for a minute, guys. We're going to close those charts down on the fast track. I don't. No, it didn't. As I say, I don't think I blowed this account. I think it's still good. Looks like we have 25,090 in there. What? Oh, I keep selecting the wrong freaking thing. I was like, what am I doing? All right, so this would be a nice little setup too. If we can fill in this gap, find support at the bottom of this gap for a long out of that. Unless the ES beats us to it, which it looks like it's doing. Yeah. That move actually paid on the ES. Look, nice pull back into the gap for a move out of it. We didn't get it on the ES. Uh, 82 is another support level for the ES. So what's at this 92 that's holed up here, fish lips? All this here? Oh man, I like to see us print a. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can take out some of this gap here. Plus you're at that 82. We need to get above that 82 also on the ES. That was kind of a major support level yesterday. Oh, that's a R4 pivot. Well, that's pretty high if it's an R4. To me, I just feel like this is a little nice consolidation area for us to move higher. There we go. A little bit deeper pullback. Looks like we're getting that deeper pullback here. That's what we need. We need to clear out this gap for then a move up. That would be the nicer move there. So the ES just literally hit the bottom of that gap. Let's see what that 1 hour chart looks like here. Excuse me, guys. Woo. All right, back above that 92. I'd feel more comfortable about this long if we were above the 82 on the ES. Ooh. Still got about 20 minutes left before the IBH is set. So now we're just kind of chopping it again, guys. Come on. So the ES almost retested the 15 minutes back to the 76s, 75 area. Yeah, pretty good day so far. W trades. We did take a small loser first thing this morning. We got it back. It took two little one. The first trade was a small winner, then the second one was the much larger winner. I took the 15-minute opening range breakout here. Then we also took a funded account trade for a $200 winner on Fast Track. Which I didn't do that one on stream. I had another one going on stream and I took it off to the side here. And that was the 15-minute retest for the ES over here because the ES kind of bounced off the 15 minutes. We lose at 74.75. We could have a nice little pullback. And that's on the ES. And that's on the ES, guys. Thanks, W Trades. How's your day going so far? Oh, my camera didn't. Okay. I have to make sure my camera's not freezing. Been having some issues with that thing. Even this morning, my live stream is not really connecting. All right, so sometimes let's see if we get that 50 test all the way down at the 42. Sometimes I try these just I think trade, but see, we just hit the 50 on the freaking ES already. You're on a drawdown? See if we're going to continue higher here. So true there, Ponzi. So true. You mean your drawdown on one of your evals or funded accounts W trades? Eval? Okay. Usually whenever I get down on the eval, I'll start trading it aggressively. I just got to keep from doing that bad habit on funded accounts. We've been doing pretty good lately. I've had some funded accounts for a while that we only probably trade maybe twice a week at the most, because I wait till I know we're going to have good moves. I try not to take no I think trades. Yesterday we sat here almost all day without really any trades because it was just so choppy, like all morning long. Man, was anybody on the charts yesterday when we had that 100-point 1 minute candle? So the ES is still retesting the top of that 15-minute range at the 74.5s, it looks like. So here's our, this is our 15-minute opening range here for the ES, sitting about the 74.50s. And we done retested it probably 3 times already. All right, so this is either going to be a bottom of this fair value gap or we're going to get the 50 touch here at the 49. Turn some neo green. We may try to take a session mid bounce here if possible, unless the ES gets there first, which the ES is fairly close. It's only about 2 points away, so still need quite a bit to get down to this session mid. So 15-minute. Man, I swear this mouse has been crap lately. I don't know what the deal is. 15-minute candle. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Are you talking about that currency, Ponzi? Oh. Look at that. We filled in the bottom of this gap. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier, but man, that would have been a nice bounce. So right now we're just kind of in that range trading. So I mean, if you're good at trading levels, this will be kind of like your thing here. Okay, so it's an ETF with the China, like China currency. So rejecting the bottom of this imbalance gap once again. Oh, it's a China stock. Okay. All right, so it looks like we're definitely curling up. I think if the ES can push up to the 82s again, I'm thinking maybe we're going to push it back up to the 82s. That's our line in the sand up there. Might be going long. Nutty's talking to the market. He's asking it to go higher. So let's see if it's gonna happen. Is he in a trade or is he just oh yeah, he's in a trade. All right, I like to see a pullback into the 9 or 20. Then you can look for maybe a retest those 9s again. Wow, look at that 9 hit there. It was perfect. Perfect. Looks like it's crossing over. I guess there's a pivot that I don't have on my screen here, sitting up at the 92s. So that's kind of where we rejected off of. Got the initial balance set in a couple minutes too. So that's up at the 202s. Wouldn't mind getting above this pivot and possibly look for a breakout above the IBH here. Oh, let me join in. What's his name? Methodical's man giveaway this morning. All right, we're entered. So I guess if anybody's in Methodical Man's lobby, he is giving away a take profit account this morning for anybody that wants to enter. And that's almost like getting a free funded account if you pass it, because there's no activation fee with take profit right now. So be a funded account if passed. All right, there's a pivot, the 92. There's the 92s. Need a print. Oh, I was saying Methodical Man's giving away a take profit account this morning for free, Fish Lips. Wow, look at that rejection right off the top of this IBH. Yeah, I was saying getting a take profit account for free is like basically getting a funded account if you can pass the eval, because there's no activation fee right now for take profit. Ooh, let's see. Looking at this 92 here, apparently that's a pivot there at the 92s. If 92 can hold, maybe we can move above through that IBH there. I'm not going to risk much here, just the fact that we've been whipsawing. I'm hoping this pivot holds, and it may not. Nah, that's why we didn't want to risk much. God, somebody's commercials are so loud. Look at there. Retested that crap too. Right now, the ES and the NASDAQ are definitely in line with each other. Was hoping for that 1 hour breakout there. That's why we took that. We thought maybe the pivot would hold and we get through that IBH there. Let's see. The only thing I'm worried about that is that pivot there. All right. Shoot. I should have went to break even there. That thing's struggling to get to those 19s. All right. Yeah, we should have hit there. I don't like when it stops. Okay, so we'll have to come back and retest this hour here. Let's see if we retest it for another entry. Let's try it again. That pivot just don't want to give it up, does it, guys? This is a 90% eval, so we are being a little bit more aggressive with it, guys. Just will not get through there. That's making lower highs. Oh, it's not too promising. Not too promising. Just don't want to be wicked on that. Let's see here. We'll be a little bit more aggressive since it is a 90% eval. Mm-mm. A little bit worrying that we couldn't get through our IBH this morning. We were hoping for that 30-40 point IBH breakout. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, or if it does, it's going to take a minute. I hate when we consolidate around these levels. It's almost like when we have that 15-minute consolidation. Mm-hmm. That 92 level, too close to that thing. I don't know if we should try just shooting for a little less profit, because since we struggle to get above, we're struggling to get above this pivot here also. And eventually, if we struggle enough, we're going to need a pullback to the 20 EMAs to move higher. But this also could wick me out. That's the only thing that sucks about being in a trade when you're so far away from your 20 and your 9. I don't know if I can bring my entry. Could over leverage a little more and try to DCA back into the move. The only thing that sucks, if we lose that 20, more likely we're going to the 50. See if we can sell some of these contracts off. Whoa, my God, what was that? Whoa. That wouldn't even register my freaking contracts. That happened so fast. What the heck was that? Man, they actually put me in a, what, $90 in a hole for some reason. I don't even know what the hell that was. I was trying to sell off 6 of my contracts. For some reason, it put me in a short. I mean, we're still good on the account, but nah, man, I was long. I don't know what happened. All right. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with the ES here. Not really sure what's going on with that. That's all right. So we're back at the 1.5. Maybe we can find support there too. Continue higher. Looks like the ES is just, oh, the ES is the IBH. Did I fix that? Need a pullback here for entry, guys. Reset my Bulenox real quick. I would think that we get a pullback off this IBH 1.5. I'm thinking my time must be wrong on this IBH because that does not look right. Oh, it is. Dang it. I forgot to update my time when I got back to Central Time. Okay. The ES hasn't got through its IBH here yet, I don't think. I don't know. It might be messed up. I'm not even sure what this huge boner candle was even for. That thing just came out of nowhere. Let's see if we get a push down to the 20 here. Come on. We need to this. I don't know. Usually, sometimes I would get long here instead of short, but let me try it. That crap is curling up too, man. I can see that. May close this one down. We'll give it to the top of this gap, and that's it. This gap is still holding. This imbalance gap is here. All right, come on. Need that 20 retest. That's what we would like to see. And it just looks like it just cleared out this freaking wick here. All right, there's the break even. So let's see if we can get that 20 touch. No runner love, guys. No runner love. All right, so usually what we do is since we took a loser on that other account, we are switching over to a different account. I have no idea what happened on that account. I don't know if because I tried to take out half my micros, it put me in a short. I'm thinking that's what happened. That's kind of what I feel like happened. I tried to DCA into that trade. But it's all good though. All good. As long as it's an eval and not funded. All right, so if we lose the 20, we definitely possibly could push those 50s. Retest those 82s again. Looking for the dump there, Ponzi. All right. Kind of wonder if we're going to clear out this gap all the way back at the 9s here. Mm. Let's see if we can clear out this gap here. Uh-oh. No, we lost a little bit of our profit. That means we're back down to $11. All right, let me. Let's see here. Account sign up. Option 2. It looks like they knock it down to $46.55 for option 2. Oh no, it didn't just take off. Did me dirty, guys. Did me dirty. Was looking for us to kind of clear out this gap here. Last call for southbound. I don't know. I still feel like we can move higher, Ponzi. I mean, right now we got that 50 super far away from the 200. I mean, if we get a pullback, I mean, we would have to sell all the way back down to the 141s to get the, you know, to get that southbound train going. I would think that we want this IBA 1.5. Slow grind, my guys. Slow grind. %38 interest. Ooh, that's high. I actually haven't looked at my interest on my credit card in a while. Got these levels holding. The only thing is you got that 9 and 20 just kind of smashed together. So. Horror stories from the bus stop. I almost wanted to take that off that 9 there, but we decided not to. It's just so choppy that I figured just best to sit here and watch. I feel like we're pushing our luck. We've had some pretty good trades this morning. Not really sure what happened with that one trade, but that's okay. If that's the only thing bad that happens today, I'll be okay with that. Woo. So right now for like the last 30 minutes, it's just been just kind of chopping around, moving sideways. I need to flip this account here. Make sure I'm back on the right account here. All right, here comes that 50 touch, I bet, down the 24s. Boom, hit that 50s. You're done trading for the day, Hanson? How did you do? Oh, I was like, oh, you played around with oil? That's something I've never tried there. So if we get through that 50, I would think that we want to hit this the top of this IBH or the top of this pivot. Man. All right, we're working our way back down through the 50. If we get through the 50, we'll definitely probably be heading to at least the 202s to retest this IBH. I'm hoping that can be kind of like a retest. Maybe we can either look for a long out of that. Clear at this gap here. Got the bottom of this gap here. Didn't quite make it down to the top of that IBH over there on the ES. We needed to get down to the 82s. Woo. Man, that was probably the long out of that 15 because ES just hit that freaking thing. Yeah, I feel like we're going to miss it. I just don't like the way that candle looks. Didn't get that bounce we were looking for. Man, ES bounced right off the 82s. It's either going to go or it's not going to go, guys. Nope. Should have probably got in way down there, but still kind of skeptical on that trade. Looks like we're pushing the 50s again. Man, that thing was like perfect for the ES. It hit it, went about a point below that IBH and went back up about 5 points, which is a pretty good move for the ES. Patience, guys. Good morning, Outer. How are you doing today? Taking any stabs at the market this morning? Ooh. So we're looking for this to get down IBH or even the bottom of this gap. This is a pretty massive gap here. Got one trade this morning. We've been kind of over trading a lot this morning. I mean, I want to say we've probably taken at least 6 or 7 trades this morning. We've taken some few small losers here and there, but usually we've gotten them all back into the green except one account we're down a little bit on. Then we took one funded account trade also that we made 200 on. And that was with Fast Track. We have a funded account with Apex, but we did not take any Apex funded, just on the eval this morning. I'm thinking if we push up here, we retest these 38s kind of at the 20s to push back down. Let's see what happens here. DS is pushing 2. Got a little 9 curl here. Is that a retest of the 9 to hit the 20? A lot of times you get that little curl on the 9 EMA. Yeah. Yes, is looking pretty strong. See if we get a pullback and retest those 9s again, or even the 20s. Retesting that 21 EMA. We got the 9 sent down to the 30s. Got above 88. We could go all the way back up to the 92s. Let's try it here. Like that, we got above the 88 level. We just need that 88 to hold on the ES. Man, this better not be our 9. That's kind of what we were hoping for. It could get the pullback. This is a 90% off eval too. So like I said, we always trade those pretty aggressive on the evals. Oh, shoot. Whoa. What the heck was the boner candle down for? Oh my goodness. That's the second one of these today, except for I was on the wrong side of that one. So that cost us 300 on that one. Not really sure what that was. The tidal wave? I guess, Ponzi. Oh, that's the second time we've had one of those today. Pretty wild there. All right, looks like I'm a little strong push back up. That was a pretty wild entry or sell-off right there. I don't know if they're just wrecking accounts. Something about the day before your FOMC meeting. They always do that kind of crap. Looks like we want to curl around. Another pullback. Kind of struggling to get above that 88. I would think that we would go. Back above that 88 again. We're pushing. Retest. Guys, we're gonna be getting off at a 10:30 or 11:30 today, a little bit earlier. I have an errand I have to run. Then we will be back this evening. Instead of going till 12 today. All right, guys, we will be back in a little bit.